Ola Bafedu, TK Talks here, and I'm back with a new video. If you thought we were just a review channel for music, well, you thought wrong. I'm trying to branch out into different stuff. So today I'll be reviewing arguably the biggest festival that we've had in Africa, Heyneighbour Festival. I was there for day 2, and I'm gonna tell you all about my experience. I wish I was there for like 3 days, but you know, make me famous. But anyway, let me get into it. I went there with a couple of friends. Shout out to Consumer Consuming. Head over there if you want to see the vlog. I'll link it down in the description below. There's a couple of things that I'm going to base the event on. So I'm gonna name them, and then I hope I can do that effect that goes like clish, 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 clish. Okay. So the first one is RFID tags, the location, the security, the alcohol, the marquees that were present at the event, and the performances at the actual event, right? So the first one is RFID tags. So there were these RFID tags. If you don't know what a RFID tag is, right? A radio frequency identification tag, basically. So there's these tags that you get at the door. When you pull up there, you go to like a white tent at the festival, and then you go inside to basically you swipe your card to load money onto your wristband. It's like you see on a card, on our banking cards, we have a little chip that is there. That's the one we use to tap. I guess we used to tap Kodi Shopong and stuff. So they gave us all these chips that were completely amazing, because all the time you just tap your wrist, tap your wrist. So we all had Apple Watches at that point. Several things that are wrong with the tags. Well, let me give it its flowers first. It's a pioneer. For now, I see it as a second generation to... You see those howler cards that Homecoming likes to use? I feel like it's the next step to that. Although it's still very limited because you still have to go to someone to load it for you. So what I was thinking is that they changed that method, still keep the RFID tags, but when it's time to load up, you load it up yourself from your phone to your tag. Then it's truly cashless. Going to those tents for night ended up putting me off because there were queues. There was a long queue. You know how long an average bank transaction takes? Like uswaipa, the amount that you want, the interaction. Takes like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Now think 5 minutes for 50 people. We're definitely going over an hour of you standing there. Maybe 30 minutes, But let's keep it moving. Shout out to them for the RFID tags. Just hopefully they innovated and make it better, because it has the potential of being the next best thing. Let's talk about the alcohol. The alcohol was super affordable, although there was like a lack of variety due to like the sponsor that was sponsoring the festival. Heineken was sponsoring the festival. Strongbow was sponsoring the festival. But it was affordable. It was very affordable. If you wanted to not drink beer or Strongbow, you could try drinking Mavotolo, like a bottle of maybe Jameson or 1818. I don't know. Shots for $30, and then there were shots for like $60, which was your Don Julio, and then $30 was your tequila. And Rideshaga Playboy. Third point, location. The location was very remote and spacious. Just those 2 words, they explain what the location was. It's in the middle of nowhere, but in the middle of this nowhere, we have a stage, we have a whole Ferris wheel, man. They had I even forgot about this. They had a whole Ferris wheel at a festival, like $50, that you have to load onto. Remember those RFID tags? Yeah. So the location, spacious, open. You could scream, you can shout. Nothing. It was the size of maybe Mokopani, literally on a farm. Like you're on a farm, open field, it's dusty, like shoes are the true festival vibe. Where shout out to Heyneighbour for the location. I really love the location. We were like 30 minutes away from Pretoria. The security. In terms of security, security. Hey, South Africa. Security. Not a lot of security guards present, but I think also because they didn't need to be present. We were so far out. If anyone wanted to try anything, they couldn't because you only had one pass out. Also, you couldn't go outside after saying. So there was no need for security. The demographic was very nice. Like there was no bro ga mfe 2 randa no sne motho a irang dikilana mo ntle no sne motho yang bodi what the hot dog mo ntle. No, everything nearly curated the way it was supposed to be. So even the security would be the people baba scanning maybe the ticket, or we're gonna go to my favorite one. Hey, the marquees. Bafedu. Let's talk about the marquees. Shout out to X. That's the first marquee I'm gonna talk about. The X one. The first thing that I saw at the Marquee X was there was like a 4-dimension dome. So it's like a huge dome. You get inside, and then everywhere you see, like everywhere you look, whichever direction you look, you're in that thing. You're in that projection type of thing. So they show you like a spaceship vibe in that dome, and then I think it goes on to unleash the new flavor of X. So a lot of advertising was being done there, testing of products. X was handing out sprays, like maybe rolling it out to the first people, to the first batch of people. So there was a lot of X stuff being given away. I won a power bank, yeah, X. I even got a cocktail, and that's just for posting a picture and hashtagging it with X something. So that was pretty fun. But they also shout out to X. Shout out to probably MVP of the marquee. If people were there, or the people that were there will tell you. But also disclaimer, I'm gonna be talking about the marquee that I went to. Not another marquee that was really dope. Coca-Cola. I got to play a VR. It was my first time playing some virtual reality where you put those goggles on and then you get these little pointing devices basically. That was pretty fucking amazing. They had this little game that you played. I had to hit things on the left and the right while wearing the goggles. They also had a flavor tasting, I think, of a new Coca-Cola. I was too drunk to drink with the Coca-Cola and then they had a listening station where you could listen to, I think they said Nasty C's album. I didn't quite get into it because I was too busy playing the VR game. Marone Mobaring, you can play the Nasty C album. It's like a music listening station. So there's a bunch of earphones and then there's like a QR code. You get there, you shoot the QR code and then you listen to the music. That was also dope, especially for the festival that was happening, and Coca-Cola sponsoring the event and advertising of Nasty C as an artist. So it's a lot of brands giving back to the culture in some type of way, which I'm for the culture, and I love what they were doing. Shout out to Coke. Okay, Aromet was also there. Shout out to Aromet for giving us Aromet. And I'm judging you guys for giving us Aromet. Who wants Aromet at a festival, Bafedu? Yo, they might be the only ones that missed. I'm telling you. But they had an arcade game which my friend dragged me out of because I'm addicted to Mchine Bafedu. And then there was throw a thing into a hole and then you win. You win an Aromet. Who wants to win an Aromet? Bafedu, please tag Aromet and ask them what they thought was going to happen. Their team didn't think it out because a lot of people had different things. Play was handing out plays. Please, Aromet, please do the right thing. Another one I didn't understand was the Netflix marquee or Netflix Full House. It's a Full House thing. So they put a house, an actual house. It was huge, man. So they put a house. In that house, there was different Netflix titles to they recreated the rooms of the Netflix houses, of Netflix shows. They were giving out free ice cream. There was a point where, not even a point, there's a 360 video room that you could use to use the 360. So that was pretty cool. Shout out to Netflix. There's one thing I don't understand though. So you know what they did? They sent me an email telling me I won something to jump ahead of the queue. And I was like, jump ahead of the queue. Okay, alright. And when I got there, it meant nothing. It meant nothing. Like I didn't even get anything to show, oh, you jumped the queue or. So essentially that email was useless. The marquee was dope, like where the house was, where the Netflix house was, the free ice cream. You could take pictures in front of the Netflix sign. One thing that was very interesting, right, was there was a sex room. Sex room sounds kind of nasty. There was a 50 Shades room with toys mounted into the wall. It's red. It's the red room. Yes, let's call it the red room. There was a red room. I even sat on it.
What did he say?
Doing to us. But yeah, shout out to Netflix also. I saw NetBank. I don't know what NetBank was pushing. I saw 947. I don't know what they were pushing. I didn't go to their marquees. But shout out to them. They sponsored the event, so I have to mention them, even though I don't remember what their thing was, right? Now we're getting into one of the final segments, which is my favorite one. I know I said the marquees were my favorite one, but trust me, this is my actual favorite one. Performances. So let's talk performances. I saw Jack Sparrow perform. Shout out to Jack Sparrow. Shout out to his cap, because that's the only thing I know about Jack Sparrow. I saw him perform. He was rapping, man. Shout out to Jack Sparrow. Even though it's in Afrikaans, but he's rapping. Shout out Jack Sparrow. So I'm gonna go according to who I saw, because Baba Ngweba, I didn't see around. I was going on a queue to go load up money. What I saw is Anati. Anati's stage presence. God damn. Anati's stage presence was fucking amazing. He was alive. He was playing no backtracks. Now Pela, he was singing, he was dancing, he had dancers with him. The stage was open there because it was like an open mouth, right? So there were 3 stages for this event. Anati was on I would say the second best stage, because the third one needed a DJ. So Anati was amazing. He performed a couple of songs that I liked. He had AKA at the back, like when he was performing the Be Careful What You Wish For songs. He had AKA at the back as sort of like a like a shout out to his brother type of vibe. Shout out to Anati. I was fucking excited. Me and my friends were going crazy for Anati. We were screaming. We knew all the songs. Like Anati, because he gave us all the things. Like he gave us what we wanted. He gave the people what they wanted. Because following Anati, we went to go see Shimza. Shimi, Bafedu mina. Nah, I'm a hip hop head. I listen to hip hop. I listen to rap. So Shimza's set was more so for my friends than me. So I was in the middle of that set, listening, and he was rocking. Shimza was rocking, but I have one problem. It's like it's the same set, Shimza. He was performing. I've heard the set before. It's called mixing, but he does this thing of like, in the middle of playing, he just stops and then he, I'm hung up on you, baby. In the middle of an unrelated song, as much as it's mixing and what. But bro, he had the crowd going. He had engagement, because he posted this one video. There was like a lot of people watching him. And remember, keep in mind, this is 3 stages. So while he was performing, someone else was performing, and he was able to get that many people, including me, myself. But Shimza Mfana, you must change something, boy. You can't do the same mix everywhere you go. I've definitely heard that mixy on UR. I missed Focalistic's performance, but my friend that I was with went, and apparently the set was good. But I don't trust him because he's a super fan of Focalistic. So, you have to take everything with a pinch of salt. We missed Shoma Josie's performances. I missed it, and Limpopo was up. Shout out to Limpopo, we are up. Not nice because we love Shoma Josie at this side. G. That's my song, man. Shout out to Shoma Josie. I missed Scorpion Kings, being Maporisa and Kabza the Small. They were there. Shout out to Scorpion Kings. Babetile crowd. It was like pre-Kendrick. building up to Kendrick at that point. So people were there waiting, and I was. My only problem with them is that they performed a set that was too short. For a crowd that big, Ele Kabza and Maphorisa, you can't be performing 20 minutes. We wanted maybe an hour of true piano from piano hit makers. But they played all their biggest songs, and not biggest songs in terms of musicality or what. Bangers only. So they had the crowd going crazy. Shout out to Scorpion Kings. I loved your performance, but it was very short. Shekinah, oh my god. We thought we had missed Shekinah, by the way. We thought Shekinah, Nerumo missed it a 4.
Right now, you're 4:15.
So when she pulled up there,
we're missing
she had the
Shekinah
crowd.
in real time.
I didn't know that people love Shekinah like that.
It's okay.
If I'm being honest, I didn't know. She has a lot of fans. And even the dudes I was with, they were big fans. They knew all the songs. They were fucking going crazy. Nah, not so much, because I'm not a Shekinah fan. I hardly know Shekinah songs. I just didn't know she was such a big deal. So shout out to Shekinah for opening my eyes. I'm going to definitely give you a chance and listen to you. Because all these times I just thought maybe it was commercial too much, you know. No. When she played Back to the Beach. Hey.
What you say?
Hey, Bafedu.
What you say?
Hey, what I say? Back to the beach. And you're 99 on my knee. Cause the city don't feel good no more. She gave us also Tellerman. It was my first time seeing Tellerman perform. He came as a surprise performance to a song that I just thought I love. The stormy man. So shout out to Tellerman. He came as a surprise guest for Shekinah. And he performed. Shout out to Tellerman. Like, big shout out. Zakes, I missed Zakes perform, which I wanted to see. I wish I could have seen Osama. Blackie. Bafedu, Blackie Namiega. I'm sorry, Bafedu. Blackie la mutlugela. No one touch Blackie. Like, please, can y'all leave Blackie alone? I'm gonna wait till you leave. Get it. And he hit that song I like. He went in his R&B Blackie bag when he hit Umoya. Oh my god. Blackie, he has the turn-up songs, he has the R&B songs, he has everything. Who shot the piano, please? He has some sort of piano. Kwenzengile is a mashup of piano, and so you know he had the crowd going. Blackie was on the second base stage, the one with the open mouth. Green everywhere. Shout out to Blackie. His performance was fire. It's time for Kendrick Lamar. I wrote no notes because I was there, I was sober. I made sure I got sober around 10 so I could see Kendrick perform. So, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. We saw Mr. Morale. There's a video I want to shoot where before I left to see Kendrick, where I predicted his set times, like not set times, the set list. So the songs that he was gonna perform, right? So I wanna shoot another video where I compare what I've Anyway, back to Kendrick Lamar. Hey, many positives on the Kendrick Lamar thing and a little bit of a negative. So, number one, I think it's my fault on this one. I predicted Baby King to come. I wanted to hear Family Ties, Bafedu, yo, or watch them do that thing where they run like while they're rapping. Henry, he killed us. He didn't bring Kim along. Considering the fact that Kim has a song called South Africa, like why like Kendrick. It disappointed me. I feel like I was disappointed mainly because of my own expectations. So walk with me. First things first. Kendrick walks on stage. Yeah, pyrotechnics they're happening. It's like boom, there's fireworks. Yeah, I get it. But he's not moving around. He's not doing Kendrick things. He's not hyping the crowd up like the crowd up. He's not doing, can you motherfuckers hear me? Nah. He was too relaxed. It was as if abamo patela or abamo facheleta ofella or he's sick. Like, I don't know what was wrong, Kendrick, but hey, that performance didn't touch me the way I thought it was gonna touch me. Like, I thought I was gonna come back a new man. I know it sounds crazy, but I thought I was gonna like, oh. But positives now. Positives. Those were like the only things that I found wrong with the performance. Like, he wasn't alive for me. He rapped. That's one good thing that he did. He rapped all his lyrics. There was no backing track. You know, like when rappers rap and there's like a rap song, that's that very same song behind, so he's just rapping over the beat. Kendrick didn't do that. He came back at the instrumental and he rapped word for word, no matter how fast-paced the song was, which was amazing. The crowd loved Kendrick. Everyone kanakwa Kendrick. We were all in one place. Now imagine that whole place waiting for one guy. I wish he had done more to make us go crazy, bro. But the crowd was responding. The songs that he picked were the songs that we low-key expected. Look out for that video. But yeah, songs we expected. But overall, I would say Anati. It's fucking crazy saying there was Anati and Kendrick on the same show and Anati performed better than Kendrick, bro. Anati ate that whole set up. Like, Anati, you could feel, hey, this guy's here to perform for us. Kendrick, it felt like this guy, while he was sleeping and he's still pissed, and then they were like, here's a mic, go rap, man, go rap. And then he rapped. He really rapped, which was amazing. But why was there no energy? He didn't move from left to... Okari, he was there last week. Okari, he performed there last week. As if we haven't been waiting for Kendrick since 2013 or 2014 when he was last here. Close to 10 years, bro. 10 years and he's not performing the way he's supposed to rap, to perform for us in South Africa. But shout out to Kendrick. I was in awe. Like, there was points where I couldn't even rap anymore. I just had to watch. Like, my eyes were gleaming with, I could say, with stanship, if that's what we want to call it. With stanship. Like, but if it was not a train smash. Shout out to Kendrick. We saw him perform. He performed his greatest hits, basically. Which was, for a headliner, it was amazing. Rema didn't come. They said he got sick all of a sudden, which made the festival look a bit fire festival vibe. Speaking of scams, can we please talk about the ticket prices, right? When we first heard of the event, the ticket prices were going at 1.399 for first phase. Second phase, 1,599, so 1.6. All of a sudden, the tickets are going now for 900 around Black Friday. Now the first access people, we bought tickets. We took out that whole money, 1.5. On Black Friday, second phase passed. On Black Friday, the tickets before Black Friday, the tickets were 1.6. On Black Friday, all of a sudden, tickets are 900. They don't even segment at the show, or maybe the 1.4 ones, can they please go this side, the 1.6 ones go this side, and then my 900, we need classism. We need classism. So I feel a bit scammed in terms of the ticket pricing because there's no consistency. Does this mean next year when the show is coming on, we just wait for Black Friday because we know the tickets are going to be more than half priced? I don't understand that whole dynamic, and I feel like we should have been compensated or given something, like to show Ola Bafedu, you guys paid extra and we reduced the ticket price. Because now, next year for Heyneighbour next year, I'm definitely not gonna buy a ticket early. I'm not, because the ticket batui fukutsa, or could we just wait for Black Friday? Something will operate on Black Friday. So do you see what kind of market they create for themselves now? Nkebe no ba segmentile, put people in the front, put the ones in the back. Maybe they panicked when Black Friday got closer and they had to sell tickets. That's none of my business, man. Now I paid and I want value for money. I want to know what I came here for was what I got. So yeah, shout out to Glen21, shout out to Heyneighbour for a fucking great festival. But because of the RFID tags and the Kunya thing and the pricing issue that I had just mentioned, this is not their fault, but I have to add it. And Kendrick Lamar performing, hey, I'm gonna add that. I'll give it a young 8.5 out of 10 as a festival. 8.5, and all of these things that I just mentioned now, they are very much fixable. The RFID tags, next year they can come with a better system. Kendrick can perform better maybe next time. And the pricing, definitely, I think they're going to win better next time, because maybe this year they had to prove themselves on how a festival can be run or how the festival should be ran. But still, it's an issue, and I didn't like it that much. And I would like to see more security present, although they were not needed. The demographic was maybe 18-year-olds to 29-year-olds. A lot of youth. But you just want to feel safe when you're somewhere, Wabo. And that's it. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know I speak slowly, I talk slowly, but thank you. Shout out for watching. Shout out for engaging. Let's go.